Welcome everybody. Hi, welcome back to my channel. I know you're probably looking at me like, who's that fresh face I see over there? Who is she? It's still me, I assure you. This is something you might not know about me, is that I really enjoy doing my makeup. So makeup and reading is two of my biggest hobbies. You know, I've not that many, but those are two of them. So I'm gonna do the makeup and books tag. It's a books and makeup tag. I don't know who the creator is, but I'll find them and put the original video down below if I could find it, because I couldn't thus far, but I'm gonna try. So the first question is primer. Okay, so how this tag works is there are questions and it's about a certain makeup item, and then you kind of, it is compared to a book. So for primer, the first question, it is a book that left a lasting impression on you. So I'm gonna put on my primer now, and I use one from the Body Shop. Okay, so the book that left a lasting impression on me was Wild by Cheryl Strayed. So I have talked about it in a previous video where I recommend you nonfiction books. It is probably my favorite book, nonfiction book of all time, because it's one of my favorite books of all time. When I first read it, I gave it 4 stars, and then I realized, oh, I can't stop thinking about this book. I'm gonna have to give it 5 stars, and then I did that. I changed my rating, and I can't stop thinking about it. So, what is it about? It is about this lady, this girl, Cheryl Strayed. She divorces her husband, and she loses her mother to cancer, and then she decides to hike the, I almost said the Camino. She decides to hike the PCT, which goes from the Canadian border to the Mexican border. It follows a hike, and she's not a professional hiker, so she does make a lot of mistakes on her way, and that is what that one is about. The next is foundation. So I would wanted to do my eye first, but okay, foundation. Recommend a first book in the series. So for first book in the series, I'm gonna recommend Reckless by Cornelia Funk. This is the first book called The Petrified Flesh. The names have changed over the years, so when I read it, it was just Reckless. And it's about this guy who goes to a mirror world, and you know, in this mirror world there are like fantasy creatures, like there are gargoyles, I think there are vampires, there are fairies, there are bluebeards, which I never knew about. I only learned about it in this book, and then I went through like a whole Google spiral. The second book also came out. I did read it. I also loved it. It's one of my favorites as well. The third book came out, and I haven't read it because I don't know when the third book is coming out. It finally got a release date on Goodreads. I can't remember when, but that's only for the German version. So these are originally written in German, and then they need to get translated first. The reason I really like this book as the first one in the series is just because it's a really good story, man. There's a slow burn romance, and it is really, really slow burn. At the point of having finished the second book, there's still no, like, the two characters still haven't kissed. It's still been a journey, but it starts from friendship. So also if you like friendship to lovers, I think it'll work. At least I don't know if these two characters are even going to end up together, because like it looks that way, but it's so slow burn that I have my doubts. I don't know. Do you see how dark this is? This foundation was my perfect match, and after this lockdown, it's really not. So it's very obvious that I have like become one very pale girl. Disclaimer, I don't know what I'm doing when it comes to makeup. I'm not a good makeup person. I don't know, I can't make up well. I enjoy it and I have fun doing it. I play with it a lot, but it's not like I'm not a pro here. I have no idea what I'm doing. Okay, so the next question is eyebrows, and that is a book everyone should read. Yes, I'm not list to do the whole eyebrows, so I'm just gonna use a bit of eyebrow gel. So yeah, like I said, I'm not list for the whole eyebrow thing, so I'm just gonna make them darker. And a book that everyone should read. Well, I couldn't find it now. I lent it to my sister because I wanted her to read it. It is the Second Life of Ava Rivers by Faith Gardner. I read that book last year, and it was my favorite of last year. I really, really, really enjoyed that book, and it's really not popular at all. I've literally never seen anyone else talk about it on BookTube, at least. All the reviews, like other people's reviews, were also pretty positive, so I'm like, I don't know why this book isn't famous, but it's not. So that is definitely a book everyone should read. It's about this these twin sisters, or it's about the one twin sister, but her other sister, okay, I feel like I'm explaining this really dumb. It's about these twin sisters. This one, she's the main character, and this one disappears when they're 6 years old, so she's gone. And then this one is like, obviously her life is affected by those sisters gone. And then like when this happens when they're 6, I think when she's 18, just some girl shows up at a hospital. She was found by police, like kind of out of it, and she says her name's Eva Rivers. So it's like, ooh, she's reconciled. Yeah. Like this right here, you can't say this doesn't look funny. This looks cuck funny. I look really funny now, but it's okay. Like I said, I'll keep repeating this. I'm not good at makeup. I'm better than my sister. No shade to her. I love her, but I'm definitely better at makeup than her. But I'm not good. The next question is concealer. Some characters you wish didn't exist. This is my concealer. I don't know how you pronounce this. This is Catrice Cosmetics. They're vegan, vegan and cruelty free. And this color is called Light Natural. And yes, my concealer is way lighter than my actual skin tone because I use it more for highlight, because my dark circles are under my eyes, and that's usually where you'd highlight, I assume. I put it here as well. Don't judge me. I just put it everywhere because I'm not a makeup artist, bro. So, characters I wish didn't exist. I know this is complicated because most of the time they like make the story, they like progress the story. So I can think of 3 ones just off the top of my head. The first one is, what was I just thinking of? Oh, okay. The little sister in Pride and Prejudice. I think her name is Lydia. Yes, I put too much on my chin. My chin's all white now. Lydia. She is a big, what do I say? Without her, the plot wouldn't move forward. It wouldn't go where it does. But yes, I do not like that girl. I really don't like her. She makes me so mad. And I just hate her, absolutely. Worst character ever. And I wish kind of she didn't exist. The next one is Peter Kavinsky from All the Boys I've Loved Before, because yes, man. Yeah, I am so anti-Peter. I really don't like that boy. He annoys the shit out of me. Even in the movies, I'm like... So, not a fan there, so definitely I'll have to say he annoys the shit out of me. And the last character that I wish kind of didn't exist, but that would kind of defeat the purpose of the entire book, is Rufus from KINDRED by Octavia Butler. So he is her... In that book, I feel like maybe if you don't read like sci-fi, you probably haven't read it. But he's like the whole reason this lady goes back in time. But he's just such an awful character. He's like okay when he's a child, still a bit of a bitch, but he's okay. And then when he's an adult, he's just a fuck, man. He's just so disgusting. I hate him in that book. I really don't like him, and I wish he didn't exist. If I look at myself in the mirror, I'm like, okay, this looks much better. And then I look at myself here at my camera, and I'm like, this doesn't seem right. Okay, the next one is Powder, favorite last book in a series, and I use this. It's a contour palette, but it just consists of a bunch of powders, and that is what I use. So yeah, okay, so my favorite last book in the series, okay, that would have to be 110% the Clockwork Princess from the Infernal Devices series by Cassandra Clare. She's a basic one, I know, but she's amazing. I read that series, I think I was 16 when I started reading it, and then I only read the last book my first year at university when I was like 19. And I started reading it. I was in the library. I remember like when I read it last. I feel like I can't tell you what it's about because honestly I don't remember what it's about. I really cannot remember what it was about. I know they're like vampires and shapeshifters, stuff like that, you know, shadow hunters. But I was in the library when I read it, and because I was doing my math homework, I remember specifically I was doing math homework. And when I finished my math homework, I was like, oh, you know what, I'm gonna read a little and then maybe study something. And I started reading it and I just wanted to cry. So it's like, okay, I can't read this in the library because I will cry in public. And I had to choose between staying in the library and just rather studying now or just going back to Ray's and finishing my book. So I decided to go back to Ray's, lock myself in my bedroom and finish reading my book and not cried. And I really liked it. I think that was the best experience I've had reading the last book in a series. Is it? Okay, Hunger Games was also pretty memorable. Okay, so the next question is your eyeshadow. A book with your favorite colors on the cover. Ooh. Ooh. Okay. So a book with my favorite colors on the cover. My favorite color is like yellow and blue. So this one has both yellow and blue on the side. This is The Unhoneymooners by Christina Lauren. This is probably my favorite romance book of all time. Maybe. And then the next one, it has yellow on the cover and some orange. Orange isn't really one of my favorite colors, but when it comes to makeup, I really like doing orange in my eyeshadow. So I'm going to choose Illuminae. And this is the first book in the Illuminae files by Amy Kaufman and Jay Kristoff. I forgot apparently. And it's told in like a really cool format. Can you see? Very interesting. If we're going to speak about book covers, why must the US and the UK book covers always differ so much? And then we only get the US ones, okay? I'm lying, we get the UK ones. And then I think what I'm doing is probably wrong, but what have you learned today? Don't correct me because I don't know what I'm doing. Personally, I don't like the UK covers because they're never as pretty as the US covers. It's very rarely that I'll be like, ooh, wow, this UK cover is so much better. Like, have you all seen The Water Dancer? I'll put it in for you, yeah, maybe. Like, I once did some research on why they thought they needed different covers, and so this whole different cover thing comes in like with what appeals to different people, and it's the US is considered to be more diverse than the UK. I cannot confirm nor deny this fact. I've been in neither of those countries. I'm not from those countries, so this is just what I've read. The US is considered to be more like diverse, so the people try and make a cover that will work for more people, while the UK is less diverse, which that doesn't sound right to me. What color did I even use? They said something about people in New York won't like what people in South Carolina like, and that's why they like make these different covers. It's just a cover that can appeal to more people. And in the US, they make a cover the cover can be a bit more I don't know, more appealing to a smaller group of people, because apparently the UK isn't as diverse, and that is the reason for the cover changes. This is like a little round 2 of the concealer, so okay, so the next question is eyeliner, a dark and mysterious book. So a dark and mysterious book, girl, Ninth House by Lee Bardugo. Oh, you know what, this is terrible. It's okay, just ignore. I recently read Ninth House and was really, really good. At least I thought so. I think my expectations for it were pretty low because people were like, oh, Ninth House sucks. And that made me be like, maybe it's not gonna be as good. And I really enjoyed it. I gave it 4 stars. I really like the main character, Alex. She's one of my new favorite characters. She's like up there with Jude from Crow Prince. So I don't know, I really like Ninth House. It is about like sorority houses kind of, but the low-key cults or something. Did I just knock my day? I'm messing everything up. I'm messing it all up. The next one's Mascara, and this is a long book. Can I be honest with y'all? I don't read long books really anymore. I can't give you a reason, I just don't. Like, I become very intimidated by long books and never finish them. Never even pick them up to start. So I don't know, eh? The Night Circus by Aaron Morgenstern is like 600 pages, and that's a lovely story. It's beautiful, it's cute, it's magical, it's whimsy, and it has a super slow burn romance in it. So that's the book I am gonna recommend you. Okay, the next question is Blush. Now, the question for Blush is a book with a very cringe-worthy romance, and I don't even have to think about that one. That would be two characters from Tommy Adeyemi's Children of Blood and Bone. Like, damn. That was so stupid. There was like an instant love, like hate to love thing, and it was just terrible, and I absolutely hated it. I did not like it, and that is the most cringeworthy romance I've read. I'm very Gen Z in the fact that I will put blush on my nose. I'm like on the cusp of both. I'm like a Gen Z and a millennial. Next we're gonna do my highlighter. Now I need to choose which highlighter I want. The question is a book that brightens your day. Wow, girl, how do I choose? I mean, I'm gonna say a book that really brightens my day is Holes by Louisa Carr, because it's one of my favorite books of all time. It is like a middle grade book, and even the movie is so cute. So that is definitely a really good book, or like it's a good book that brightens my day. So why do I like Holes? I don't know. Holes is just a cute story about like friendship and love and the desert. Which was probably one of my favorite days when Netflix got the movie. I love the nicknames they all have for each other. That is what like makes it very cute, like super cute. I am a hoe for highlighter. I really like highlighter. So the next one is Lipstick. Favorite book kiss. Do I even have a favorite book kiss? Maybe the orange. I'll put orange on it. Now my favorite book kiss would probably be from The Cruel Prince, where Jude and Carden kiss, you know, where she threatens him with a knife and then they kissy. I think Jude and Carden is also just my favorite book couple, although I like my favorite kisses because Jude is one of my favorite characters. So everything she does, I'm like, yes, Jude, flourish, my child. Now, there are no more questions, which means I guess I don't need to put anything else on my face, but I'm gonna end it off with like my, what do you call it, my fixing spray. Just watch. I'm gonna try not to flinch, but just see. And then we're done, I guess. Do I look pretty now? Do I look pretty now? Do I look cute now? That is how I do my makeup. That is like my everyday makeup look. I don't do my makeup every day because I ain't got time for that, and I don't know how to do not everything. So thanks for watching, I guess. If you see something I did in my routine that is not great, please let me know and tell me how you do it and how you find it works for you. And also thank you for watching this video. Like, it's cool of you. Okay, bye.